Like either too bulky or too slim, cheerful, too sad. I don't know. Like I said, like that kind of stuff, I haven't ever commissioned anybody, never been in a financial position, and as an artist myself, I've never really wanted anybody else to draw something of mine. And yeah, from like the perspective of like doing it myself, like I said, I thought through like how I don't want to, and then I kind of like just left that. I'm like, once I determined that I didn't want to do that, I was like, nah, no, that's as far as I thought about it. But yeah, I could imagine it's probably a bit of a pain in the ass for the artists, but it depends on the artist. Like, maybe they don't care. I also don't know if I've got keys on that bench. I think I do. I know that I could put shit on that bench. That'll do for the moment. Oh, wait, that'll be putting it outside. Is it outside? No, that one says it's going inside. If I take the key off that bench, I could put one on that shelf too. Hold on. Can you... Would you put that in the drawer? Can I not pick that up? Hold on. Yeah, no, put that in the drawer. I think that's my first life. I'm putting my keys in this room. That's right. I remember now. Okay, I think that's all my crates. I think that's all my crates inside. I've got like a drink thing and... Oops. I got a drink thing and something else. I don't know. Hey, Zero, what are you up to? What are you doing? Yeah, I don't know. Art commission stuff is a bit difficult. Because every artist is also different, a waiver. So, like, most of them will just very clearly have what they will or won't do, or will or won't tolerate. And then most of them will be pretty, like, rigid on that. Like, what they'll do and shit. So, yeah. I'm curious if I put my, like, desktop audio on, if that would allow me to, like, hear stuff. I don't know. I'm testing OBS and there's a bunch of stuff that I can't hear it do. It's really weird as I can usually hear it. Plus we also have like electricity and it's August in the game, so that's wild. So let me move that up a little bit. What I find is important is that I get my money's worth. Like 100% believe in get efficient finished art piece that you're not happy with. It's more on you, so I'm very careful with it. Otherwise it would just be discouraging to commission anybody, really. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know enough about it because I haven't done it myself. But, like, I have thought about it, like I said, from, like, the artist's perspective side of it. And it seems like it's a lot of, like, a lot of work, a lot of trouble to, like... Some people want like a lot of changes and other people just don't care. They're just happy for you to like draw something and shit. But yeah, it's, I don't know. I can understand from like the person paying for it, you'd want it to be like nice and how you want and stuff. But I think that also relies on making sure you can actually do good communication to begin with. Because otherwise, if you're not like able to communicate with the artist, or the artist has like difficulty understanding the communication or like the references and stuff, they should realistically decline. Or I got nothing out of that. But did I get any skills? I guess I would have known. I didn't see it do the thing. I wanted to get rid of this door. I want to get rid of that door. They are not necessary. You're uncomfortable. I wanted to put the water thing in the end of this room, and I kind of wanted to barricade that door maybe. So let's get that out of there. What else have I got on me? I've got like the water dispenser, which I don't quite know what to do with. Let's put you here, and then we'll rotate you. That'd be a good spot for it for the moment. I don't know where the fuck to put the other one. I'll find it later. Let's see. I want to rotate you one direction. 2, 3. There we go. All right, I've got to like put that one somewhere properly too, but this'll do for the moment. Where is she? She's starving to death again. It has a weight going with that. It's kind of holding. She should eat that bread. She should eat the bread, and then we should probably drop what we're holding And then we should go cut down some trees while it's still light out. Realistically, I should cut down some trees across like this side, but I think this is closer. So, plus worst case scenario is we flush out any zombies from like up here. So, all right. She's gonna need water for that. And give me that. She's actually sounds like she's puffed though. She drank like most of that immediately. Give me another water. So put that in there. Probably need to feed her a bit harder than what I just did. Yeah, all right. It's kind of late in the day for her. I don't kind of want her to rest yet, but she is also super tired. And I feel like I'm kind of almost wasting like days that she could potentially be getting out and doing stuff. Can I find, yeah, a whetstone would be great. Get a whetstone, we'll get that hatchet hopefully sharpened if it needs it. And I kind of want to drop the excess wood here. Not that that's a solution, but we cleared up like half of the floor so far. I just got to go outside. I want to cut some trees. She apparently needs carpentry. Hold on. Not that. She needs carpentry skill to be able to uninstall that bed. Oh, I can't actually get out that way. All right, I accidentally kind of barricaded the back of the house. She's also super exhausted, so this might take a bit. I could just make her sleep. Fuck it, we're going to make her sleep. She's too exhausted to really be useful for this. I also kind of hate how downstairs looks, but we'll deal with that later. I'll tell you something. Yeah, go for it, Waver. And she's tense, probably because she's holding onto a bloody hatchet. She doesn't like blood, so that's probably an issue for her. I'm going to have some of my drink, because I realize I haven't been drinking my drink. Alright. And it's still fucking nighttime. Okay. Well, we gotta wait till fucking morning then. That was unideal. Can't install the bedroom thing yet. Okay, let's grab all the gasoline cans then, if that's the case. Grab all of them, because I have a place for them, as is. And I've got like a couple more over there. So this should take us until hopefully dawn. Hopefully, depending on how many I have, because holy crackers, have I got a lot. Yeah, I don't know about that food thing, but we'll sort it out. So I kind of want to put like all the fuel and shit like in this one, like right at the door. Just I don't know how much is going to fit in here, but I'm going to try. Get as much as we can. I'll see how many can fit in a box, because I may end up putting extra boxes in there, honestly. Grab the extra one. So car part stuff, I do actually have a place for. So if I see car parts as I move around, I should grab them. Technically, that's a tool. I also kind of want to use that gym mat somewhere. It said to use it in a tent, but like maybe it would be a really good like floor thing. None of that's car stuff. That is a really good light though. That ain't gonna fit there. What else we got? A leash, rubber spider. I don't know why I brought home the rubber spider. I think I was just super amused by it. I should go leave it in the woods. That's exactly what I should do. Just come across that later. It's like, fucking Australia. You know. If anyone doesn't know, I'm Australian, so it's funny. Let's chuck all the fuel. I want to chuck all the fuel in here first. Is that all that can hold is 5? Oh, that's bad. Although I could put them on top of these boxes, because I think I can get like 4 on top of them. So that's not entirely terrible. I can come back to this in a bit. For the moment, as long as I can get it out of my inventory. Okay, that's fine. Because I've got a lot of fuel cans around the place. There's also a tire jack there. Hold on. Give me that tire jack. I think that would make me hold less stuff too, realistically, but this is fine. Okay. Some more fuel cans. I don't think that there's anything else. I do want to grab that CD because I know where to put it, so it's fine. Okay, and there's a fuel can over here. There's also another axe. I might take that to sharpen. I think that's my can opener too. think that's the one that I lost where it was, but I found it. It's fine. Don't worry about it, everyone. I found the curtains too, so I realistically probably should grab them because I can install them on the walls. So that will get them out of there. And I'll have a look in a couple of bags and see if there's anything here. Because there's like stuff protruding through the ground. There's like a lot of clothing I want to put away as well. I have got a spot for clothing, so it's not like that's an issue. File thing. Okay. So I've got like a shit ton of car stuff, which is great because I have a car spot for things. So let's place all the gas cans on top of this, ideally. I don't know how many I can fit, but 4 will do. So I tried using Discord again. Went back into my old account, has met with an entire book of text. It was really painful and hard to read it all. So I feel a bit accomplished, like I'm not comfortable enough to use it again, but be real. What? But I feel comfortabler, if that makes sense. Nice. Well, that's, you know, I know this always sounds like it's like patronizing, but it's not. But like, good for you. I'm glad that you like gave it another try, even if like it wasn't what you kind of wanted. Still, she's stressed out. Yeah, I'm proud of you. Discord, I know it's one of those things where you like really didn't like it and stuff, but I always find with like Discord, it's more about the people that are actually in the Discord and stuff. If you're uncomfortable with like the people in that community or like the friends that you have that are playing or like are on that Discord and stuff, that's the bigger issue than the platform itself, realistically, because like a private Discord should really only be like you and people you know. And if you choose to join somebody's like Discord server, that's like, you know, you go in generally kind of knowing a little bit about what you're kind of getting into by like reading what it is as you join and stuff, and then assessing like how it is once you're in there, and if you don't like it you can leave, kind of thing. So kind of more I sort of feel about it. I might put a couple down here on the floor too. I have so much fucking fuel, but I have a place for it, so it's not like it's a bad place. I'm gonna just stack it along the wall here. I feel like this room is extremely flammable. Like, I just need like, it'd be like Droll or Minecraft or Q, just like a boom in here. That would do it. I will place these ones too. I think she's starving to get death again, but that's fine. We'll sort her out in a minute. I'm guessing we'll pop that one between them. That'll do it. I really want to tackle these things because every time I meet someone and they keep asking me like, do you have Discord? It makes me feel uncomfortable. I want to get over it, you know? Well, it also depends too. If somebody's asking like if you have Discord and stuff and it's not somebody like you privately know, and like, yeah, it's entirely up to you as if you tell them if you have Discord, even if you have Discord and stuff. Like I've literally had like employers in the past or like prospective employers and stuff like ask me like, you know, oh, I couldn't find you on social media and stuff. And it's like, what is it? And like, look at me expectingly. And I'm like, I don't have social media. Like back then I didn't have social media. Nowadays I'd be more inclined to be like, I don't have social media. All lies. But like, technically I don't privately have social media. So it's not really a lie. It's just a technicality. You know, but it really just depends as well. Like, especially like, for instance, streaming, there's a lot of people until you get like the right kind of like words blocked and Seribot and stuff like that, you get a lot of people also asking for like your Discord and shit. And it's just kind of one of those things where it's like, no. It's like it's standing there like shaking her head saying no, but like there's clearly a link, you know, and it's like, yeah, no, I definitely don't have one. But yeah, at the same time, it's like, it's only because it's like, it's clearly like a spam advertiser. Of course, don't want that person to be like in and harassing your community and shit, you know. But I can fully understand wanting to kind of like desensitize yourself to certain stuff, you know, because it's not like that's a bad thing and stuff, but as long as it's what you want to be doing, as long as it's what you want, you know, and it's not somebody else that's making you do that, that's fine. You know, I can't fit that on that one. I could fit it on that. Barely. If I can get it on the right spot. There we go. Alright, I could have put it along like the back wall here too, but this is visually fine. I hate how I've kind of stacked it, but this works. So this means I now have some space to actually put tools and car-related stuff, which is great. Then I think I've got to put curtains in this room, and I've got to put curtains somewhere else too. I've got to find out where. When she's done putting that away, which is forever and a day, pretty sure I have curtains on you. Oh, I've got to unpack them. It's fine. It's fine. We'll get them out, and then I'll see if we can install them on this window. She's stressing like all hell. Here we go. Okay, is that on? There we go. On the inside, we will cover that. I think you can also use the flag technically, which was an interesting learning point. Now, I think I have a curtains on that one. I think I have curtain on that one, curtain on that one. Downstairs doesn't have windows. And I have a curtain on that one, that one. It's the kitchen one that I'm missing. Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. Okay, there we go. All right, that's the last set of curtains, which are understandably the one above the stove probably shouldn't have that, but that's fine. Okay, so all the curtains are installed. As far as I understand, that one's closed. I don't know about leaving that in the corner or if I should put that somewhere else, but this is fine for the minute because I'll fill up this for the most part. I might actually just transfer over some shit that is not refrigeratable to the thing that's beside it because there's a lot of things in here that are not refrigeratable. Not like I've got a lot of other stuff that is, but it couldn't hurt to move it, you know? Also got to eat that cheese too. That needs to be fridge. Sour cream cubes. Water bottles can technically come out. Okay, they can all go into that box. I'm pretty sure none of them should expire. I'm pretty sure we're good with this. Whoops, her alarm. There we go. Let me stretch for a hot second. Like, I really do want to hang out with these people, and I do, but only in game on Steam, really. Discord feels more like, hey, can I have your number type of thing. Yeah, I can kind of understand that, but I actually feel like Steam is almost more personable. Like, Steam is, like, access to knowing when you're playing games and what games and stuff like that, you know? Or I think Steam also automatically triggers when like you come back to your computer and stuff like that. So it's kind of like announcing when you're near your PC and shit as well. But I can understand like the distinction and stuff. That's each their own kind of thing. Like, I know somebody was like, oh, Discord's not that bad because it's not like you're giving them their phone number and stuff. And I'm like, in this day and age, giving them your Discord's almost worse. You know, or giving them like your Steam and stuff is almost worse kind of thing, you know, just because like that is the way communication is these days, you know. It's not like there would be very few people that I'm sure it's actually really normal for normal people to give out their like contact numbers and shit, but like to me it's really weird to like give out like contact details and stuff like that because it's like, why do you need that? Like, for, like, you know, government and medical and official shit, obviously that crap makes sense and stuff. You're not going to give, like, your doctor your Discord most cases. Maybe. But, like, yeah, it's kind of more of, like, kind of how, like, I don't know, my generation onwards kind of communicate. So it's sort of, it feels sort of the same. I don't know how to, like, say that. Also, I don't know if I've got like clothes and shit in there, but we'll find out. We've nearly got like most of this floor cleaned up. I think I'm mostly just picking up all the like clothes items because I want her to tear apart all the clothes and try to get thread and stuff, but I wanted to read like the books and shit. I also need her to realistically be doing like exercise and crap while I'm sitting here, but I haven't really got that far with her because there's like a bazillion things I like need her to do because unfortunately we started with a fucking mess because yeah, there's still like power and stuff. It's weird. There's also a lollipop on the floor, so I guess that's happening. I want both of those. And I want like all, well, I guess I could pick up the backpack and stuff too. That would be fine. Grab all that shit. And I think there's like water in that too. All right. There's like a heap of clothes and stuff. I actually have places in this place for clothing, so it will get a lot of the shit off the ground. And I might actually end up putting the second round table behind there maybe, honestly. So I have like, oh yeah, I have like car stuff in here too, I guess. This should be the transfer all of like the type, transfer matching to nearby. That'll do it. That will do it. Run so prolific. What's that? Hugs, wagging tail, happily smiling, says it's side laying down, snuggling. You will plushes? No, I'll give you a hug back, Viking. And the plushes some pats. What are you up to? Obviously, like, running wild and free, as per usual, but, you know. I shouldn't probably put the towels in there, I don't think. Maybe. You know what I should do, actually? Is I could fucking do a whole load of fucking fresh clothing and shit. Hang on a ticket. I haven't got to do this before. Does this need water? Probably needs water. I could probably do this in, like, somebody else's house. Did this need water to do something? Set mode to dryer. Okay, need a source of water. Okay, yeah, I think I looked at that the other day. And I was just like, I remembered it did a thing. It's fine. Alright, well, let's chuck all the clothes then in here. So I got a shit ton of clothing. I want to tear all that shit up later. Preferably. I figured I'd let you know on the updates. I'm proud of myself for taking a step really. It sounds like the most normal or basic thing ever, but to me it's a lot different. No, I understand it. I understand it, like, completely. That's why I said, like, I'm proud of you. I genuinely mean it and stuff. Because, like, there's a lot of things that, like, don't seem like they're super mega important to people. But I understand. Like, for instance, like, you guys know I've got, like, obsessive compulsive hand washing and hygiene disorder, right? I've got that for legitimate real. It's not, oh, I'm just anal about where I put things and tidy and stuff, right? A lot of people think that's what it is, but no, I'm serious. So there was a very, very brief window of time. I remember trying to like show one of my friends. I was super, super proud that I was able to turn off a tap without requiring like something else to touch the tap after washing my hands. Because a lot of people don't think about the fact that when you like go to the toilet or your hands are dirty and stuff like that, you touch the tap to turn it on, you wash your hands, you clean your hands, and you put your clean hand back on a dirty tap to turn it off, right? A lot of people don't think about that, but I fucking do as part of like my hygiene stuff, right? And so like I would use like, you know, a bit of a tissue or a bit of paper towel or like, you know, if I had like a glass or something like that, I would use like the bottom of the edge of the glass or something like that, just to turn it off because it's not something I'm going to touch and it's disposable or whatever, right? And yeah, I remember there was one point in time where I was so good with my OCD that I was able to very briefly just turn off the tap with my hand and stuff. Like I had cleaned everything really well and I kind of had a system with like this flip sort of tap thing that I had. And the concept was that I was able to flick it on one side and flick it off with the other, and that was clean because I lived by myself and stuff, so it was easier to remember and manage within my own personal space and stuff. And I remember, like, you know, I did it in front of one of my friends, and it was completely oblivious to her, and I was like, did you just see what I did? And she's like, what, you like washed your hands? And I'm like, no, did you notice I was like able to turn off the tap without like using something? And she's like, oh, no, I didn't even notice. And I'm like, oh, that's a shame. This was a huge milestone for me, you know? But yeah, it didn't mean the sort of same to her. It was just a generic everyday thing. And I'm sure that there's probably some people that might be listening that's like, oh yeah, that's just so stupid that, you know, you can't do that kind of thing. But it's like, yeah, there's times where, like, you know, in your case, it's not like reaching a point of like your OCD or something like that. This is more of like coming to accept something and like desensitizing yourself to it a little bit kind of thing, just to do the thing a little bit, you know, and see if it's as bad as you remember kind of thing. What the fuck was that? What did she just do? She's ridiculously tired. I don't know what she just did. It looked like she just like covered her nose or something. Anyway, I'm just watching my like character do shit. But yeah, I definitely understand. Like sometimes you guys will say something and I know you guys well enough that I know when something is a monumental thing kind of thing. And or sometimes I'm unsure and you'll find I'll just ask. I'm like, was this like a big thing kind of thing or whatever? Because like I get the impression that it is, but I'm not 100% sure because, you know, each person's different. Did we just break the axe? No? Did you just get too tired? Okay, hold on. Sit on the ground again. Man, getting this inside is going to take a while. That's how happily seeing the wolf plushes receiving pats. No. There's lots of feathers there, everyone. Waiting to happily. Nice. I just got like a fucking hit of spice of something. I ate like fucking chilies earlier. I'm just now remembering. I ate chilies earlier and I was like, man, that was spicy. Like I just had like reflux or something. I'm like, ha. God damn. But yeah, that would be why that was spicy. All right, I should have plenty enough wood here. I know she's not going to be able to grab everything. This is going to take a couple of trips and she's probably going to hurt a lot from this. But I'll see what I can do with this. I just want to kind of walk it over to the door if I can. Ideally, I'd like to put it inside the house, but I don't think I can get past the thing at the back door. I think what I can do is I can stand it just inside and then I could move it from there. I don't know. Gives lots of feathers to everyone working happily. No. I might have to bring the car over for this. I don't really want to bring the car this far back, but she's carrying like 3 logs and she's like super overloaded. I don't know how many I could get into that. She's not taking too much damage. Yeah, I'll try to put it just inside like the back door because I can still like process it, carpentry stuff. She's got like next to nothing. I think I have to saw it. So cutting down a tree isn't going to resolve that, I don't think. But yeah, let's put it here. Just on the ground. Just there. That should be just inside far enough that I can access it without it being too much of an issue. I'll see if I can just roll this forwards. I should be able to. Yeah. Let's see why I wanted to tell you. Same thing with brushing my teeth thing, because you know about it. Yeah, I was going to say, I'm like, I forgot to ask you last time. It's like, did you end up getting a new toothbrush and shit? It's like, I don't think I got to ask you last time you were here. Like, if you'd brush your teeth and crap. Because I knew at the time before that you couldn't because you had to buy one. And you had to wait until you could, like, buy one and shit. But I did think about it the other day. Like, I think about it occasionally as well because, like, I have sensitive teeth. So when I go to, like, brush my teeth, if I don't use the right toothpaste, it hurts. And, like, my teeth will hurt for, like, the next day and shit. So I sometimes sit there and I'm like, I wonder if a waver's been brushing her teeth. And then I'm like, I got to remember to ask her next time I stream and shit. And then, like, it's just a matter of, like, when I see you next because it may not be the next time I stream and stuff. So... oh, she's ridiculously tired. She's hungry. She's exhausted. Her being tense all the time is very difficult to, like, know if she's, like got a problem, you know. You have? Nice. I kind of figured maybe you would have, but it's one of those things, you know. Can't hurt to ask. Let's chuck all of that onto the passenger seat. The reason why I want to do that is I want to see if I can grab this wood and bring it in. I want to see if I can grab all this. I don't know if those were cut ones or if they're just tree branches. I'm not sure. It'd be funny if I could take those. But yeah, there was no zombies that came over for this, so that's kind of nice. Can you pick up those ones too, or is it too much? Can you put it in your bag? No. Oh, no, maybe she can. Yeah, nice. Yeah, it's good you've been keeping up on your teeth and stuff, especially since, like, I don't always get a chance to, like, ask you about it. And I know it was something that was important to you, because I was thinking about it the other day, and I was like,